Hey, what's going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I also have links to my Facebook and Twitter down below in the description. I update that stuff daily, cuts, signings, trades, all that good stuff. It's updated every single day, so check that stuff out as well. Top 5 tight ends, here we go. Here's a disclaimer. Rob Gronkowski is not on this list because I believe he's going to miss the first 6 games on the PUP list. It's a very good possibility that he does because of his arm, his injuries, his back surgery. So I'm going to base this off of statistics, touchdowns, all that good stuff. So at the end of the year, I don't think Gronk is going to be up there in the top 5. Top 5, number 5, Dwayne Allen of the Indianapolis Colts. This might come as a bit of a shocker, but here's why. Andrew Luck, I believe, is going to be one of those quarterbacks that continues to develop this year to the point where he could be a very viable candidate to be a top 5 to top, 5, 8 quarterback in that range. With him progressing, with Dwayne Allen progressing, I think it's going to be a tandem that you have to watch out for. I know Kobe Fleener was drafted ahead of him in last year's draft, but he did not put up as good numbers as Dwayne Allen. Dwayne Allen put up, as you see there, 521 yards, 3 touchdowns, average almost 12 yards per reception. Nearly saw 50 receptions there. So I like Dwayne Allen to progress his game. I think his numbers are going to improve from what he did last year as a rookie. That's why I have him at number 5. At number 4, this might come in as another shocker, but I'm going to put in Jared Cook of the St. Louis Rams there at number 4. Jared Cook is a guy who did not see, I don't think, his full potential in Tennessee. He spent 4 seasons there with the Titans. I don't think his quarterback play was up to par. That's why I don't think he saw the ball as much, and I don't think he saw the ball as much as he would have liked. So he, as you see there, 4 seasons, 1,717 yards, 8 touchdowns. That's not a lot. 8 touchdowns in 4 years is not a lot. But I have a feeling he's going to have a breakout year with the St. Louis Rams. With them bringing in Jake Long at left tackle to protect Sam Bradford's blind side, I think that's going to save some time for Bradford. I think he's going to be able to hold on to the pocket a little bit more, and I think that's all he needs to be able to make his decision making a bit better, a bit improved, and I think that's going to allow him to get the ball to Jared Cook, and I think his numbers are going to be a lot better than what they have been in Tennessee. So Jared Cook there at number 4. At number 3, I'm going to go with Vernon Davis of the San Francisco 49ers. He has Colin Kaepernick there, and for the first 6 or 7 games that Colin Kaepernick was starting, Vernon Davis did not see too much action. He did not see the ball too much, and in the last 3 games, I believe it was, Vernon Davis and Colin Kaepernick began to have more of a connection, and he began to put up more numbers. In his career, you see there's 7 years so far in San Francisco. Decent numbers, 40 touchdowns. That's pretty solid for a 7-year career at tight end. In his 2012 season, 500 plus yards, not too great. 5 touchdowns there. I think Colin Kaepernick, if he becomes primarily a passer, they don't play him in that read option as much, and he gets Vernon the ball, I think Vernon will do well. I think his stats will be inflated from what they were this last season. At number 2, I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys tight end, Jason Witten. I think he's Tony Romo's go-to guy without a doubt. Jason Witten has always been a top 5 tight end for the last 4 or 5 seasons. Last year, 1,039 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns, and averaged 11.1 yards per reception. But I think the most impressive thing about all 4 of those stats you see there is his receptions. 110 receptions is amazing, especially for tight end. That definitely defines a go-to guy, in my opinion, when it comes to the tight end position and the amount of looks that you're getting. Tony Romo has been a solid, I think, regular season quarterback. He can just never finish games, and he can never get his team to the playoffs. But Jason Witten is a key contributor to that offense. I like what he's been able to do. I put him in at number 2. At number 1, you've got Jimmy Graham of the New Orleans Saints. Jimmy Graham, hands down, I think is going to be one of those guys that you have to watch out for this year, only because Drew Brees is always, if he throws up another 5,000-yard season, Jimmy Graham is going to have another 1,000-yard receiving season. Now, I only know he had 982 this last year, but that's pretty close to 1,000 yards, plus 9 touchdowns, 85 receptions there. Jimmy Graham's game, he's only been in the league for 3 years. Jimmy Graham's game should improve this year. I can see him going for 1,000+ yards and arguably another, 8, 9, 10 touchdowns. So I have him at number 1. And again, the reason why I did not have Rob there, Rob Gronkowski, is because I believe he's going to have 6 games on the PUP list for being injured. So when it comes down to stats, touchdowns, all that good stuff, I don't think he's going to be in the top 5 at the end of the year. But we'll see. I could be wrong on that. I want to know what you guys think. Throw your comments down below on your top 5 tight ends. And your opinions on my top 5 list. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.